Howdy folks, how's it going? Welcome back to another instalment of me trying to catch fish. We're back on Southbourne, and this is the first proper session I've actually had this year. Well, in general really, I've been in Chesel a few times, but it's just been really cold and full of congers and whiting, so nothing really that fun. Here with Mike again tonight. Hopefully we can get ourselves a few rays, probably going to be whiting, pouting, the usual offenders, but we'd like to see something a bit more interesting, maybe a small-eyed or a fawn-back, maybe even a blonde. You never know. This time of year wasn't too bad last year. We actually did quite well, as my previous video, as you can see on my channel, that was sort of this time last year or the year before, I can't actually remember. But anyway, this time of year can produce in the right conditions. It's a big tide. So let's just get some baits out there and see what happens. Right, so usual baits for this evening. Squid, blueies. I've got these really small sand eels as well. I'll give them a go. Probably gonna have to lash a few of those on. I'm gonna go for squid and sand eel to start with. I'm actually gonna go a little smaller on the old baits front today. Just see if that makes any difference. I'm using Bagnall or mono bar rigs and Bagnall bar rigs, which, if you don't know what they are, they look a bit like this. It's basically a thicker piece of mono, which is the bar section, which is running up and down on a sprung loaded swivel, and then you hook once it's on the rod, sorry. You clip that into the top, like I'll show you in a minute, and the bait hooks into the lead hook, and the bar keeps it straight when you cast it. Just going to put a little bit of squid on. You get a few of these guys. They are pretty small. Usually I would chop the heads off, but because of their size I'm not going to bother. I will chop that excess long bit off because he's not he's not in line with the others. It'll annoy me. Oops, keep hitting the camera. There we go. Pretty simple. Let's get the old panel hook 3 times. Slide that down, twist, in. And some people like to keep the hooks like aligned with each other, so that'd be straight like that, but I don't think it matters too much. I like to be offset in the chance that the fish grabs it the other way and hopefully gets hooked by one of them. That's it, let's get the first one done. So as I said before, sorry about the overexposure, that's better. That hook clip at the top hooks into, there's a swivel that's sprung loaded, as previously mentioned. Then you get that swivel and hook, so it looks like this. Swivel's compressed, it's clipped onto the weight and the weight hook there. Right, so that's my sole trace rigged up. Got 2 ragworm on pop-ups, a nice heavy glowing sea weights gripper. Let's get it out. Right, I've got the lighter girls out tonight, simply because the Bestas, well really they're a bit overkill for this beach. I've got the Veyron and I've got the Enigma heat out. The Veyron's a little bit larger, you can see the tips up there, that's better. Veyron's a little bit heavier, the Enigma's very light. I'm using that for the sole rig and the right one. They're both handle rigs. I had a ray on the Enigma before, the ledgering, sorry, before. Both really nice rods actually, to be fair. And the Veyron I'm actually really warm into. It's perfect for this beach. This ledgering is perfect for flatties really. But yeah, got the 2 lighter ones out, giving them a go. Got a bite, first bite of the evening, which is nice to see, but it's probably some sort of, oh, that's something, I reckon it's alright. Strike too soon, but I think he's still there, whatever it is. A little bit.
Might be a prey.
There's a decent bit of weight. Hopefully it's what we came for. And it's not a dog. Nah, this is a ray, I think. I'll try and guess what it is. I think it's something small, probably a small eye, maybe. It might be I mean, if this is a dogfish, I'm going to be disappointed, to say the least. Nah, it's a ray. It's a ray. Mr. Torney. Lovely job. Nice fish. Yeah. Lovely form back range. See here. Yeah, beautiful picture. Didn't really get too much of a fight on the way in, but really nice to see. Good sign. Hopefully there's a few more around. This one's a female. It's in great condition. And we do usually, as I said, when I started with it, we do usually get a few this time of year, so it's really good to see. We're going to get this one back, and yeah, hopefully we get a few more. Cheers. There he goes. Off he goes. Well, so far, these little fellas doing the business, and that was on the Veyron as well. Fish on or not, because it's so bendy. I don't think we have, to be honest. Possible. I don't know. Oh, we have got a fish. We shouldn't have talked about them. We've got a... Yeah, exactly. We have one who's completely... Oh, is that a...
It's a sand whiting. It's a new species.
Yeah.
You ought to weigh him because he's...
Yeah, he's full of sand. He's full of sand. When we get that hook out, mate. Species number. Oh, yeah. Just what you want. Hook in the hand. He's gone. Well, just as we thought, it was all over. Mike's into a fish as we were packing up. What you got, Mike?
Oh no. That's a fish. What all it was at first.
The only snag in the world.
Almost felt it kick.
I'm sure it is.
It's moving, isn't it? It's thorny, isn't it?
It's digging itself in. Yeah, this is what the last one did to me.
Gain a bit.
Once you move them, you got to keep going, haven't you?
Suddenly moves a little bit. Trouble with sand,
Yeah. They just dig in. What tends to happen with these thornies is they just, well, thornies especially in our experience, they like to dig themselves into the sand, anchor themselves in there. The other rays don't seem to be, don't really do this as much. We end up in Bournemouth in a minute.
come up the top now. Already close there.
Yeah.
Might be a piece of fucking...
Wood or something.
Fucking hell, I didn't expect to get in. Well, I haven't yet.
It's not ours yet.
It's a doggy.
Yeah.
There he is. Taller than your one, isn't
Yeah.
it? Unbelievable.
He's wingert.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
That's what does it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. That line on that road.
Oh, that's it. Too bright. There we go. It's only a baby one.
Bring him up here. Just grab the tray.
Yeah. There he goes. Biggest ray on Southbourne, or so we thought. That's it. And he's off. How's it going? Yep. So we're going to be packing up shortly. I had one fish. It's just the way it goes. The first cast was a kiss of death by the looks of things, but that's just the way it goes. I'm glad to have that one fish. It was a decent ray, good start to the season, a good start to the year. Sorry. Yeah, shame we had a couple of little whiting. I've got 2 rods to reel in. If there's anything major on the end, I'll obviously show you. If not, catch you on the next one. Cheers for watching.